You know, one of the best things about getting out with the conventions and seeing the fans also is catching up with everybody else who's on the dais. And it'd been a while since I got to talk to Marina Sirtis. But yeah, so here we go. There is life after Star Trek.
Of course there is. Of course there is. You just have to be patient. I will admit, like for the first year after the show ended, I turned down a lot of work that I didn't think was good enough. I felt I'd come off of this really great quality show, and I turned down work that I thought wasn't up to scratch, and that was a big mistake because when you're off the radar, you're off the radar, and I had to work really hard to get back on the radar. But it seems, especially in Europe now, I'm back on the radar, and
well, that's good. Well,
breathe a sigh of relief.
What you were talking today about how you're blessed to be able to play. You can play exotics, you can play Brits. Although, like you were saying, when you were younger, the last thing they wanted you for was English.
Never played a Brit. I mean, I played a Brit in the theatre, but on screen, whether it was movies or TV, I never played English.
Just Betazoid and all the rest. All the rest.
I played every nationality from East Indian to
Well, you were saying Iranian today.
Iranian, Arab, Spanish, French, Italian. I mean, you name it, I've played it.
Yeah. Well, anything else we're leaving out here we should mention?
No, I think that's about it. No, I think that's it. I'd like to do some more theatre. If anyone watching this is producing a play somewhere, I really miss the stage. I actually miss it like a hole in me,
Yeah. LA based or otherwise or whatever?
No. Oh, goodness. I mean, I would do a play in LA if it was something that I really desperately, like a part that I really desperately wanted to play.
But you'd be fine to go somewhere and camp for a few months and do a show.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I don't feel they respect theatre in LA.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel they think you're doing a play because you can't get a movie or a TV show.
Or you're killing time.
Yeah. So I love the theatre too much to be in that position.
Yeah. So New York back home?
New York back home. That's my two dreams still. My dream to work on Broadway and back in the... I worked in the West End once before I came to LA. I'd like to go back and work in the West End.
Yeah.
I keep hinting to Patrick, hello, I could have been the Queen. Just a phone call away, Patrick.
Talk about that little Shakespeare thing he did just recently. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I guess it's a rainy day in Fiuggi, but it's been a great weekend.
It has been a great weekend.
Lovely people and a lot of fun.
Food,
yeah,
about 5
even
pounds.
if we got lost wandering down the hill.
We did, but there was a reason we got lost.
Yeah. Oh, what did you...
I'd tell you the story of when... Okay, so we were walking down from the old town. Lolita Faccio, of course, said that it was a straight line down the hill because she's a lying piece of doo-doo. But it wasn't a straight line, and we did take a wrong turn. But as I said, I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Right.
And while we were lost, we found a tiny little Yorkshire Terrier who, of course, looked a lot like my dear departed Scillagy.
Okay, for a lot of the fans, they may not know that Scillagy is no longer with us.
Scillagy's no longer with us. Scillagy passed 3 years ago.
Right.
At the grand old age of 16.
Wow.
And so there was a tiny little Scillagy in the street who was absolutely terrified and just about to get run over by a van. So I picked him up and started basically knocking on doors.
door dog finders. Yeah,
to find where the dog belonged, and we found its owners. I was very happy, and the owners they were thrilled. They didn't know the dog had gotten out.
Yeah.
But in the back of in my heart, I was kind of hoping we wouldn't find the owner so I could take him home with me.
What's a few extra pounds on the plane?
Like 3 pounds maybe he weighed, So it's made me think that I have to get another little Scillagy because I just love those little guys so
but you've
much.
got some.
I've got my
dogs
3
now.
already. I've got 3 dogs and a cat. So.
And that's not counting
another dog.
That's not counting Michael.
That's not counting Michael, right? He's the big dog.
And he even got out and played some golf this week.
He did. He played golf. He had a good time. I mean, it's been a really brilliant con. I mean, it's so different. So different from a lot of the professional cons, the commercial cons, say that we do in the States, where it really is a business.
Right.
You go in, you do your stuff, you're gone. I mean, here you really do feel like everyone's in it together, and whether you're one of the actors from the show, or whether you're running, the show, or staff, or security, or just the guest, we eat together, we go out together, we drink together. It's been you get to know the people, and isn't that why we go abroad?
Hope so.
Really?
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
really get to know everybody.
People,
and see
scenery,
how other people
memories.
live. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So, and you're back to LA after this? There's nothing, you're not going on to something from here, right?
No, just gonna
I
go
mean,
off
some
to
work.
Rome for a couple
Yeah.
of days and then go to Athens to see my family and
There
go
you
back
go.
to LA and start harassing my agent again.
There you go. Same old thing, but a little break from here, yeah.
Brilliant,
So,
yeah.
wow. So, arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Fiuggi.
Arrivederci, Fiuggi.
Thanks, Marina.